Hi, my loves, welcome. Today I want to talk to you about something I feel more and more people are starting to feel, are starting to sense and to awaken to, even if they don't yet have the words for it. It's something that lives in the soul, it's something that lives in the heart, in the way that we start to see the world differently. It's called the Christ impulse or Christ consciousness. And no, it's not even about religion. It's not even necessarily about Jesus as a man, although Jesus or Yeshua, the Christ, fully embodied like this energy. But Christ consciousness is not about dogma. It's not about believing in one faith over another. And I really wanted to stress that it's a frequency, it's a cosmic intelligence, a divine energy that comes through the heart when the soul is ready to evolve beyond ego, fear, or separation. And Christ consciousness is the seed of love and truth that lives in every single one of us. It's what awakens when you begin to see through illusions. So it's tightly linked to truth and discernment. When you start asking deeper questions, when you know there's something more, but it's not external, it's within. And so the Christ impulse, it's really the moment that that frequency touches you. It can happen through pain. It can happen through awakening. Awakening can happen through pain as well. It can happen through silence, through grief, through a dream, a synchronicity, or a feeling generally also that your old self just doesn't fit anymore. Now that impulse activates something ancient in us. And from that moment on, we can't go back. I feel like when the Christ consciousness is activated, you begin to care in a very different way. You begin to see beyond appearances. You begin to feel that love is not necessarily also a soft thing. It's a holy fire. So Christ energy is not about being nice. It's not about people pleasing. It's not about floating around being zen. It's about truth. It's about walking with integrity even when no one claps for you. It's about standing for love in a world that profits off of fear. So when you're living through Christ consciousness, you're no longer trying to be better than others. You're just really just trying to remember your soul. You are not chasing, let's say, the next spiritual trend. You're seeking to build a life that's anchored in compassion, in honesty, and divine justice. And the ego, yes, it still might show up, but it no longer drives the car, so to speak, okay? So you start to feel that your gifts, your voice, your creativity, they are not just about you only anymore, and they're meant to serve something higher. You realize also that healing yourself is not just personal and not even only ancestral, it's planetary. It's like a whole shift that humanity is going through, and you are supposed to support that. So when we say Christ consciousness, yes, we are talking about radical love with boundaries, compassion with clarity, service without martyrdom, power without domination. So it's not about escaping the world also. It's about bringing light into the world. It's about becoming the bridge between the seen and the unseen, like between spirit and earth, between the past that we inherited and the future that we're here to build. So the Christ impulse really has been arriving to many of us lately, especially those who feel like we're shedding old skins, letting go of false identities, and choosing truth even when it costs us relationships or approval or comfort. But this is the path of the awakened heart. This is the path of the soul. And the more you follow this frequency, the more your life becomes a sacred vessel. Not perfect necessarily, like not always easy, but deeply aligned nevertheless. And you start to live not just for yourself, but also not for others only. You start to live for something far greater, something that is already alive in your spirit. So if you have been feeling this shift, by all means, let me know in the comments how this relates to you. But if you've been losing appetite for fake, or sensing who's speaking from their soul or who's speaking from their ego, or if you've been choosing love even when it's uncomfortable, or accountability or truth even when it breaks an illusion, you're not crazy, you're not behind, you're not alone, you're not losing it. You're starting to embody Christ consciousness. You're remembering why you came here, and you're exactly where you need to be. If you are also interested in clearing energetic, ancestral, and emotional ties that are keeping you from fully stepping into this light, I created a powerful cord cutting webinar for this exact moment in your journey. I'm going to leave a link in the description, in the comments of this video. My course that I created is called Conscious Uncording. Doing this work has enabled me in the past to remove fetters that were disallowing access to this Christed impulse within myself. Like, really, when I started to clear all of the different draining energetic ties, I just found that my vibration was never really low. It was that my vibration, my high energy was being siphoned. And so when you sever these connections, suddenly you have all of this energy available to you, and your own organic signal just naturally emerges, and you realize, oh, it was never about raising my vibration. It was really all about cleaning my act, cleaning my field, my space. And then whoop, suddenly the energy is there, and you move from a very different paradigm. And that shifts also the timeline for yourself and those around you. So yeah, my loves, I wanted to share this here today, and I hope you're doing good other than that. And let me know in the comments how that resonates with you, how that possibly touched you. I want to say that I welcome your comments, not for vanity, not for metrics and algorithms, although comments and engagement do help the channel to grow. But most of all, it's because you know, when YouTube sees that someone is interacting, they are pushing the videos further, and so more people can benefit from this content that I create with so much love and focus on integrity to the best of my capacity. You know, everybody has blind spots, but I try my best to create from a space of integrity and love and truly caring about assisting. And then another thing that is even more important than that, because I believe that ultimately whoever is meant to find a piece of content, they're going to find it at the right time. We don't really have to obsess about it or push over it. But when you share your stories, and at least that's how I felt when I was still in my closeted spiritual awakening phase, reading comments helped me feel less alone, and helped me put my own experiences into perspective, and helped me validate and confirm, or helped me have more information and vocabulary in regards to the experiences that I was having, because now I was reading comments from other people sharing their own journeys, and it really helps. It helps others. What you share and what you've learned and what you've integrated or uncovered in your journey, it really helps others to share it. So I would like to invite you to tell you, you know, that I do appreciate your comments, not just for me, but for the community. So I love you all very much. Thank you for being here. I have some kids screaming hysterically here out in the park, but we're here, we're doing this. So have much fun, whatever you're doing still with your day, and I will see you soon again here. Until then, goodbye for now.